to the next session, and that is our award ceremony. We have come to the end of the technical and the product work over the last few days. We have been really, down into the weeds, talking about open source deployments, implement experience, quality, security. We've talked about architecture. Today, we've talked about invariants. We've looked at use cases, quite a bit of work. And now it's time to recognize the people who have made this work happen, because this is the work of the community. We've spent quite a bit of time going into the details, the technical details, product details. We've looked at, a number of use cases that a number of us are working on. We've heard from implementers, hub operators. We've heard from you, feedback on the chat. So quite a bit of it. And behind all this is a group of people, the community that has made this happen. So we want to spend a bit of time to recognize the work and effort that has gone into everything that we have discussed in the last 3 days. And the first category that we'll be looking at are the key contributors. So this year, we're deliberately recognizing both code and non-code. Like I said there, I think it was the first day or maybe yesterday, that contribution is not just, code. We also have another category, non-code. You heard yesterday from the work stream led by Maxime and Elijah on language. So documentation is also another category. We are doing some work around revamping our contribution framework, and we will be sharing that with you so that the entire community can know where do they start, where do you start when you want to contribute, and so the first category is for key contributors. Now, for code contributors, I want to say that I received a very long list from engineering team, but I'm only going to call out 10 names, but there is a full list. So if you've been contributing, just know that we see you, we see your effort. So Yui, Kanchali, I think we also heard from Yui earlier. Divasha, Shuchita, Prakash, Samath, Bhatia, Justin, Theodoras, Jitsana. Goodness, these are very complicated names for my heavy tongue. Daniel, Ernest, Young Yu. And then under the code contributors also, I want to recognize there's a team of about 9 or 10 developers from Infotix, and also MojaLoop staff, the engineers who've also been contributing to this. We recognize your effort. Well done. We also want to recognize Lola and Claire, who've done some work and contribution around the earlier addressing work that you had earlier. So good job. Well done, well done. That's the first category.
Okay. The second category, we will look at systems implementers. These are organizations that are serving the adopters in their deployment of MojaLoop and operational and ongoing support. I think for quite some time we have had, how would I call them, pioneers, people who have been in the market and doing work, but we are seeing a great improvement in the qualifications from the accelerator and new organizations coming up. So who does Plone recognize this time? Infotix, DitsaWorks, Wiredin, and Aijane. The common thread about this is actually they have active ongoing projects that are deploying MojaLoop, but we are seeing, based on the RFPs that are coming out of the market and the work, organizations like KPMG, BCT Corp, BFT in Benin are all doing. we expect this is going to enrich. So this is not to separate this from the others, it's just to say well done for the work you're doing in the community, but we also know that we are cultivating a wider market. So ni ala, congratulations, Dr. Warren. All the best as you complete your projects. Now, the next category, this is quite a, I think this one is loaded because we do have amazing workstream leads. The work we do is all done by people in the community leading work streams, making sure that our product continues to evolve for the benefit of everyone. And so what do we have in this category? So best new workstream leads, new being the key word here. Elijah Okello, who is leading the localization workstream. Yui Kanchalai, who just presented a very impressive session together with Paul on PISP. And then we do have Maxim Zorubara also working on localization and co-leading it with Elijah. I think in one of our Kahoots, there was a question of who is the real lead. So I think now we know that both of them are actually leading this at different levels. So yes, congratulations guys. And if anybody wants to participate in any work stream, you can always reach out to Plun and she's going to plug you. She's our plug for work stream participation. All right, Plun.
Absolutely. And I just want to say that for system implementers, which is my everyday job, I'm not paid to speak the whole day. My desire is to see a full list of, full screen of system implementers the next time we're doing this. We have been doing a number of accelerator programs, and the objective is to grow the skills of these organizations so that they can take on, projects as they're coming up. If you're interested in that, please let's have a conversation either as a system implementer or as a system integrator. This is also some work that we'll be putting out to the community for you to respond to. Yes, so the top MojaCom 31 participants, of course, this is not a surprise. We have seen the top 10. We again recognize the top 3, Vijay, Mike Isaacs, and Russell, for the fantastic job you have participated through the last 3 days, and we recognize everybody who has stayed on until this last day. I also want to recognize Olu and Faisal, who have been asking questions on the on chat, and everybody else who has engaged us throughout the last 3 days. And finally, to our partners who are doing also a lot of work behind the scenes. Sometimes you don't see them on the front line, but we appreciate your support. This slide was alluded to by Tulo earlier. African Nenda, Glyph, IIDA, all these partners that are working to support our everyday work. We really thank you for your support. And that marks the end of our award ceremony. Congratulations again. Yes, Tulo, would you?
I launched a VAR appeal for Tazama.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Oh my, how did I lose Tazama? My apologies to my good friends at Tazama. That was not intentional. We'll make sure that we have you up on this slide the next time. Right, so congratulations again, and we hope to have more partners, more individuals up on these slides the next time. Contribution really is the blood work of this ecosystem, and we welcome all your contributions in the different work streams. Feel free to talk to any of us. We are very available on Slack and on email.